greatest country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
What up, America? Welcome to Monday of the Dear America show. It's not really a podcast anymore. It's kind of, it's not really a podcast. Just welcome to Dear America. I guess that's the best way to say it. If you are pumped to be here, give me an American flag in the chat. First, let's go ahead and get business out of the way. We got a big show today, a lot of stuff to talk about, so we don't have time to just malarkey around and all this other stuff. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure. That's a Jack Newberry word right there.
Without a doubt.
Paul used to always tell me, I ain't got time for no jive.
I ain't got no
time for no jive, like kind of stuff. Anyway, we ain't got time for that jive today. Business as usual. Hit that like button and hit that share button. The more you do, the more people see and hear the truth. We are surging in the charts lately. On Chartable, we're number 46 right now in the whole country, which is pretty cool. Please continue to support wherever you may be watching. If it's on Facebook, if it's on X, if it's on YouTube, if it's on here on Rumble, make sure to hit that like button, hit that share button. The more
or
you
the
do,
audio version.
Or you can subscribe to the audio version wherever you listen to podcasts. I love you guys, but the emails I get of where can I listen to the audio podcast, I don't know how to respond to that kind of a question. If you have podcast, it's
Search.
where that's
It's a little hourglass.
That's where it is.
Type in Graham Allen.
wherever the podcast is that you've been listening to, it's in that. It's right there. I don't know how to answer. I don't know how to answer those questions.
Just gotta search it, man.
Anyway, but we love you guys. We got a big show for you today. But let's introduce everyone that is in the chat and in the show right now. Ladies and gentlemen, proud to be an American. Even more so and equally as important to be a Mexican. Hurricane Helene survivor. Diabetes conqueror. Not Mexican Cartel Tony is here.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good to be back. Sorry I missed Friday's show.
Yeah.
I watched you guys on Friday. It was good. No, it was actually. I was doing a walkthrough for my house, and I was trying to listen to you guys while I was doing the walkthrough. So it was something.
Oh, wait, it
I'm
was
anxious for
something.
the.
Well, because I couldn't listen to you guys all because I was listening to the guy do the whole walkthrough. So
Yeah, and he has beard. Have no fear. Producer Royce is also here.
What's up, yo?
We just lost members
Lot,
because of that.
Because of the cat.
People love Jack. People love Jack.
And everybody's favorite redneck hot seat Todd is here with his new camera.
All right. I think it looks great. I think it looks
sporting
good.
the flannel there, Mr. Todd. Look at that.
It's cold. It's cold. Well, this is the time of year where Mississippi can't make up its mind. Does it want to be 40 or does it want to be 60? So.
Yeah. Well, it's raining here. It's trying to come back to be hot and just piss everybody off. And
Look at all the
this is
comments.
what-
Like Jack, Kitty.
Oh my
everybody.
gosh! Hey! If
I love the cat.
If cats are demonic, I don't want you typing demonic a bunch of times in the chat. That'd be weird. But just yes or no. If dogs are superior to cats, give me a yes or no in the comment
Absolutely.
section.
What are you
Get the
talking about?
demon
Yes, they
off
are.
of the show.
Bro, look at the camera.
Demons.
Your cat is
No,
stupid.
but
Yeah,
you're doing
see,
it.
disobedient animal is what
Absolutely.
Just because he wouldn't look at the camera, I'm going to do the show like this today.
Ducky will go get a beer out of the fridge for you. And,
Can I have that dog? Wow.
All right. Anyway, we got a big show for you guys today. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that share button. The chat. We got to blow up the chat. It's Monday, people. You got to wake
Everybody's
up. We got
talking
a lot
about
of
my
stuff to
cat
talk
right
about.
Stop talking about the cat.
Maybe I'm a little under the weather, maybe, or whatever. Like I said, the weather's going back and forth. Everybody's getting sick.
Yeah.
The whole house has had it, and somehow I've managed to avoid the plague so far. But
me.
I feel like I feel like I'm like, like walking around. Like I feel like that movie Walking Dead where he takes the injection thinking, okay, now the zombies won't mess with me. That's what I feel like walking around my
Covering
own
yourself
house
in
lately.
blood. And no.
What episode was
walking
that?
through-
That's not Walking Dead. World War Z.
Oh,
World War Z.
there you
Sorry.
go. Yeah.
Walking
World
Dead
War
is
Z.
where they cover themselves in guts.
Yeah. Anyway, the point is, it's that time of year, and that's why we want to tell you about our first sponsor, and that is the Wellness Company. Unfortunately, in December, it's a gifts, and sometimes you get the gifts that keep on giving, and that is being sick. So you need to go to the Wellness Company's website and check out everything they've got going on because big changes are on the horizon. Very soon, Trump will be back in office, and RFK Jr. is taking over the CDC, the NIH, and the FDA. Get ready for a shakeup. RFK Jr. even posted, quote, the FDA's war on public health is about to end, calling out their suppression of treatments like ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and essential vitamins. The Wellness Company is already ahead of the curve with emergency kits that are stocked with the limited access medications. These kits cut through the red tape, especially during the holidays when getting sick during travel time is the norm. Be prepared for over 30 illnesses without stepping into an urgent care and tackling the issues head on before it develops. All you got to do is go to twc.health/Graham and use promo code Graham to save up to $30 off and free shipping. Don't let Santa bring you sickness this year. Go to twc.health/Graham. That's twc.health/Graham, promo code Graham. All right, let's get into the show. First and foremost, we have some kind of an update about the United Healthcare CEO that was murdered by Todd in New York. The CEO of United Healthcare was set to testify. Now, again, I saw this. To be clear, I've not verified this. This is just something that's going around. I think we need to be honest about that. Sometimes we bring you things on the internet. This is one I can say I haven't looked into this here. But rumors are this guy was set to testify pretty much about insider trading cases in the realm of medical stocks is the rumor there. So, we'll be interested to see what's going on with this. Another thing, this Canada stuff is really starting to gain some steam and some traction here.
No.
But then President Trump goes a step further and he's like, we're supporting the top and the bottom. You might as well bring Mexico into the dang thing too. Play the clip.
We're subsidizing Canada to the tune of over $100 billion a year. We're subsidizing Mexico for almost $300 billion. We shouldn't be subsidizing. Why are we subsidizing these countries? If we're going to subsidize them, let them become a state. We're subsidizing Mexico, and we're subsidizing Canada, and we're subsidizing many countries all over the world. And all I want to do is I want to have a level, fast, but fair playing field. We're subsidizing.
All right. No. So here's the question. All right. Again, and Jesse Waters is going to break it down in a minute. If you are open to the fact, look, don't think of it as a bunch of liberals, okay? Because at the end of the day, again, Canada is only 41 million people, all right? That's it. The second they become a state, I promise you 10 million plus move into like red cities, red states. And then you got 30-something million people to deal with. Jesse Waters has a good idea, but they've got the third largest oil reserve in the world. Like, we would boom our economy across the board. And so think of it like this.
I agree. I agree with you on Canada, but Mexico is a whole nother thing, dude. I mean, Mexico, there's a lot of poverty over there, and there's a lot of crime. So you'd be inheriting pretty much a third world country is what you're doing. I don't know if Mexico is a good idea.
Let's put it up to the chat. Do you think that if Trump brings them in, let us know what you think. You know what? Make it 53 states. No, 54, because 2 in Canada, 1 in Mexico, 1 in Greenland. We'd had 54 states in America.
And Puerto Rico.
Can you imagine if Donald Trump added Greenland, Western Canada, Eastern Canada, and Mexico, and essentially would quadruple the size of America at that point? Just comment yes or no. What do you think? Just a lot of stuff.
I say if we make it an even number of states, we leave Mexico out of it and just turn Puerto Rico into the 54th state.
I see a lot of no's because a lot of people are thinking liberal Canadians. As I've stated before, There's a lot more freedom Canadians than you think there are.
As long
there.
as you split up Canada into multiple states, I'm okay with that. But the fact that they have the same population as California, that's 54 electoral votes going in the direction, whether we agree with it or not, they're going to vote left. Like the majority of Canada is going to vote left. That's 54 electoral votes, just like Canada, going that way. So they have to change everything.
Let Jesse break it down here. Just listen, okay? Just listen.
Let's just be clear. We're not going to make Canada the 51st state. We'll make it 51 and 52. You make Western Canada, that'll be Republican. Eastern Canada, that'll be Democrat, so you keep the electoral balance there. So many reasons to make this a state. It's I think it has the third largest oil reserves in the world.
Oh, a lot.
So that makes us an energy behemoth. It's the most well-educated country in the world because we need a little help in that department. Talk about mining, agriculture, fishing, AI, tech, real estate, Canada, you name it, they got it. We'll never probably lose another Winter Olympics.
That's true.
All of their
Except the
skaters
Switzerland.
and skiers. I mean, good luck, Sweden. And they share our cultural heritage. They share our language. It's just a no-brainer. Now, I don't know if Canada is going to go along with it, but there's ways to maybe change their opinion.
Yeah, you remove $100 billion from their economy. You're like, yeah, oh, so sorry.
But that's fine. We'll pay to protect them as a state. But we're doubling the size of the country, America. Think about it.
Thank you, Jay.
And this is
Which I
all
saw,
I'm saying.
it would make us the largest country in the world.
Yeah. And that's all I'm asking people to say because we're getting a lot of liberals. We're getting a lot of that. Okay. Again, you're forgetting the fact that I promise you, if Canada became a state and they got citizenship to be America, you really think at least 15 million of those people don't move down here and into red states and stuff like that? No, I guarantee you they do. But it's about the economy and about the energy and about the resources. And yeah, we could dominate the Winter Olympics again. You know, I mean, all this other kind of stuff. I'm just saying it's not as crazy as you think. Justin Trudeau has already said, if we tariff them just 25%, we kill their country. Exact words. Canada is dead if America does that. Oh, okay, cool, Justin Trudeau. You don't want us to kill Canada. All right. You are now the 51st state. We're going to divide it up like this. You get this many electoral college votes, We'll grant 2 years for citizens that want to move to other states in America, and you can be the first governor of Canada, the state of Canada, blah, blah, blah. It's not as crazy as people think it sounds.
I wonder what the 270, wonder how high that would go up. Like, you know, the electoral.
I don't know, but you talk about making
Well, it's based
America great.
It's based off of population, right? And
Right.
So,
Yeah, but you talk about making America great. Absorbing something like Canada, I think, kind of thrusts us in that direction. You know, doubling our country. Like,
well,
I don't know.
If they
I
split
think
it up
makes
like
America
that,
great again.
if they split it up like that for the oil, I'd say okay. As far as Mexico is concerned, give the tier 1 operators a year to wipe out the cartels, then we'll pin that conversation.
well, but if we now own the territory, we can go in there and crack some skulls and all this
that
other
is
kind of
true.
stuff.
I
Anyway.
did see the other day though that France was also in talk with Canada because they speak French.
Yeah,
To also
see-
go in there
see,
and swoop in.
I'm telling you, and that's what you can't allow to happen
Yeah.
because then you got France sitting on top of us. No, now is the time, baby.
Nobody's scared of France.
Let's go. And like we showed you, if you annex Alaska out of Canada's little territory or what there, it looks like a big old middle finger sitting on top of America.
There you go. Perfect.
And I mean, it's just beautiful. It really is. It looks like
I
America
mean,
flipping
it's not
off
going to
the world.
happen, but I mean that's cool. You know.
Okay. All right. Sure. Just like once upon a time, we're never going to get Alaska. Russia owns it. We're never going to get that. Crazier things have happened is all I'm saying. All right. Speaking of crazier things, huge Lara Trump news from last night, like 9 hours ago. Lara Trump officially stepped down from her co-chair of the RNC amid speculation she will be appointed to the Senate from Florida. If you think Senator Trump has a nice ring to it, give me some American flags in the chat right now. The chat is dead today. Go ahead and get the chat going up with some American flags. Fox News is now reporting Lara Trump announces she is stepping down as RNC co-chair amidst talk she may be up for the Florida Senate seat. If you think Lara Trump would kill it as Senator Trump, give me an American flag in the chat right now. Ron DeSantis, do your freaking job and stop being a twat. What is wrong with you, dude? I'm serious, man. Dang. The people want Lara Trump. What the crap is going on? Just freaking do it. Look at the chat. Go. Go, go, go. Do it, Laura. Do it. I already know you're doing it. That's why you stepped down. Let's just not church this up here. Look at the chat. The people want Lara Trump. The end. And yeah, I said twat. And I meant it.
I said it.
Everybody's like, oh my gosh, Graham.
Graham said twat.
You know, my grandmother used to call me that every other day.
All the time.
And finally one day I was like, Ma, you know what that means, right? And she looked at me and she said, well, obviously it doesn't mean what it meant when I was growing up. and so I guess twat meant like jerk back in her day, you know, or douche or something like that. I don't know. Are you? Awesome. What did you just say? Never mind. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. He's going to get mad at me if he finds out. Don't tell him.
Come on.
Yeah,
all right. Royce doesn't know what twat means.
Yeah. Google it and then click images. And then click images.
Oh, man.
Matter of fact, search images of.
Oh, my God. I can't believe this is our next sponsor after I said that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about our next sponsor. And that's Preborn. And okay, seriously.
I love this show.
All right, look, hey, here's something I want to talk to you guys about real quick. I'm asking you guys this December to give a really big gift. Last week, you guys raised $7,000 for Giving Tuesday. $28 gets a sonogram for a mother that is in dire circumstances that may be considering taking her baby's life. $28, that's it. So I'm asking you to dig deep down and do what you did last Tuesday. I'm asking you to go to preborn.com/Graham. When you go there, I think we've got the website. It'll look something like this. When you go to preborn.com/Graham, you'll see your options right here. It's at the very front page. Look, there you go. If you click on $28 and then you click donate, let's show them, Royce. $28, you want to only give it once, $28, click on donate, and it's going to take you through the process of, there you go, click on donate. Okay, yes, there we go. And you can see it's as simple as that to go through the process. $28 can save a life. It is known that once a mother sees her precious child in the womb, she is 87% less likely to take that child's life. Ladies and gentlemen, I am asking you this Monday to save the life of the most innocent with just $28. Dig deep. I need as many of you as possible to go in there, donate $28 to Preborn so you can save a life. So far, they've saved 270,000 babies. Be a part of that. Please go to preborn.com/Graham. That's preborn.com/Graham. All right. Donald Trump did his first sit-down interview. He's trying to save MSNBC because Elon Musk is going to buy it. That's why.
How was that Google? No, I'm laughing at Royce's face right now.
It
How
means
was that
a
Google?
stupid or obnoxious person.
Well, you didn't look up the Urban Dictionary.
No. I looked it up. It also means, female parts.
Yeah, anyway, so we'll go with my grandmother's definition.
There you go.
Anyway, all right, so Donald Trump did his first sit-down interview, and so this next part is just going to be a bunch of Donald Trump just laying the smack down pretty much on this stuff. This is Donald Trump on Kash Patel. Let's play this and see what he has to say.
If they think that somebody was dishonest or crooked or a corrupt politician, I think he probably has an obligation to do it. But
are you going to direct him to do it?
No, not at all. Not at all. We have two great people there. We have him and we have Pam. And Pam Bondi has been like a rocket ship. She's very popular and very good and very fair. And Kash Patel is very fair. I'll tell you, I thought Cash may be difficult because he's, a strong conservative voice. And I don't know of anybody that's not singing his praises. The other day I was watching, and Trey Gowdy, who's a moderate person and very smart and very respected in the party, he's Cash's biggest fan. He said, this is the most misunderstood man in politics. He's great. I guess they worked together on the Russia hoax or something. They think that somebody was dishonest.
Anyway, point is here, what's surprising is Kash Patel's not really meeting a whole lot of, from initial things, there's a lot of people in the FBI that are not happy that Kash Patel's coming in. But there's a lot of people that are kind of shocked at how much support the Senate is giving Kash Patel, which is interesting. It seems like Pete Hegseth is their sacrifice that these elite senators want, that they expect him to be sacrificed in the court of public opinion here. And we can't let up across this. If you think Kash Patel is the right person for FBI director, give me that American flag in the comment section right now. I'm not going to try to make you write, Kash Patel in a big thing. Hold on, my computer just literally crapped out before my eyes here. Anyway, all right, let's play the next clip while I try to get this fixed. Go ahead.
Playing.
Sir, I don't have to tell you this because you've talked about it. It comes at a time when the country is deeply divided. And now you're going to be leading this country for the next 4 years. For the sake of unifying this country, will you concede the 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter?
No.
Pause.
Why
Can
would
we
I
just
do
say
that?
loser? Loser.
What a
loser.
stupid question.
Loser. If she was a man,
Punch in the
he should have
throat.
slapped him right
Yeah,
across
just-
the face.
just-
Be like, how about this? How about this? I won the 2020 election. The fact that the numbers of the popular vote went in my direction this time, and she got almost 8 million votes less than Joe Biden. Where'd all those people go?
Yeah,
did the
where
rapture
15
happen?
Yeah. Where
Are
did
we
15
wrong?
million votes go?
Were the leftist gay trees right? Were they right? Were they the ones that got sucked up in the rapture and left? What happened? Shut up, you stupid. No wonder your ratings suck. God, if you believe Donald Trump won the election, I want to see Trump in the comment section right now. Not the 24, but the 2020. If you believe Donald Trump has won the presidency, trace times for Tony. I want to see Trump in the comment section blow up right now, because the president and his team watch this show, and I swear you better blow this thing up. Break the chat. Let's test Rumble servers today. I am sick of this garbage. We cannot back down from this. We know we won. We know they cheated, and this simplistic, air-sucking human is just... your network is literally for sale because you suck so bad. And that's what you say. Play it while he's talking. Let's go. Let's go. Get
You
the
say,
team.
when you
Yes,
say
go,
the country is deeply
go.
divided, I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president.
But you're going to be the president.
No. I'm not the president. So when you say it's deeply divided, I agree. But Biden's the president. I'm not.
Look at the chat.
And he has
Go.
been a divider. And you know where he divided it more than anything else, and it probably backfired on him, I think definitely, is weaponization. When he weaponized the Justice Department and he went after his political opponent, me. He went after his political opponent violently because he knew he couldn't beat him. And I think it really was a bad thing. And it really divided our country.
Sir, Democrats have control of the White House now. They didn't in 2020. If they are going around stealing elections, why
When you
didn't
say
they do it
Democrats
this
have
time?
control now,
Of the White House.
Yeah.
So why didn't they steal this election? Since they have more power now.
Too
because
big
I
to
think it was too
rig.
big to rig.
Woo!
So you won't.
Too big to rig.
Too big
To the
to
people
rig,
who
baby.
say that you're now directing
Yeah.
your Justice Department
Go
to
back to your
investigate
cat
2020.
at your
They
New
wanna
York
move
apartment.
ahead.
because you
Pam
have no
is
children.
gonna be
Use
great.
precious resources.
By the way,
Is that what you
just so
want them
know,
to do?
Just so you know, I have the right to do that, but I'm not interested in that.
Oh, you're
I
not.
wanna-
You're not
I
gonna
wanna
do that.
I'm not interested. I have
Okay.
the absolute right. I'm the chief law enforcement officer. You do know that. I'm the president. But I'm not interested in that.
Slap
You know what
her.
I'm interested in? Drilling and getting prices down and stopping people from pouring into our border that come from prisons and mental
Yes,
institutions.
sir.
Hercules. Yes.
It's beautiful.
Punch
It's
her in the
beautiful.
face, Donald. Punch her in the face. metaphorically speaking.
Whoa, man.
with your
Not
with your
physically.
ideas. With your ideas.
With your ideas.
With what? With your
You're
ideas.
like, punch you in the face. Metaphorically speaking, I mean.
with
like,
your ideas.
Your voice went from here to like,
Well, for YouTube's purposes, I'm not
Yeah,
talking
hey.
about
Yeah,
physical
Graham.
punching of the face. I'm talking about punching in the face with truth slaps.
dude, you
Okay?
guys are in the studio, but the way he.
Oh, I
his
heard
voice
it.
went
I
from
heard
here-
it. Punch her
All
in
right,
the face.
let's go to Trump on
Metaphorically
RFK and the vax. I'm just saying. All right, let's go.
This one's like 3 minutes long, so we can just cut it off whenever.
Just
But-
yeah. Let's play the first good part. And we'll
Let me
go.
ask you.
Hit
about
that like button. Hit
RFK
that share
Jr..
button. Let's go.
He has obviously talked about his skepticism of vaccines. He's expressed opposition to childhood vaccines. Do you want to see childhood vaccines eliminated?
If they're dangerous for the children. Look,
So possibly.
when you look at some of the problems, when you look at what's going on with disease and sickness in our country, something's wrong.
Are you talking about autism?
Well, if you take a look at autism, you go back 25 years, autism was almost non-existent. It was, 1 out of 100,000, and now it's close to 1 out of 100.
Well,
I mean, what's happening? If they can find it. Now, I did something the other night that was a little unusual. At Mar-a-Lago, I called the drug companies, the top drug companies, and I called RFK Jr. and Dr. Oz and some of his people. And I said, let's all get together and let's figure out where we're going. Because we're going to do a lot of things. Number one, we're going to reduce prices because the middleman makes more money than the drug companies, in all fairness to the drug companies. There's a middleman that nobody even knows who they are.
Correct.
And you look at our drug prices, they're much higher than the prices for the same medicine, for the same stuff. So we met, and we met for a long time. And we talked about pricing, and we talked about vaccines, in terms of what happens. We talked about pesticides. We talked about everything. And I think a lot of good things are going to come from him. And he's not going to upset any system. He's not going to upset this. He's not looking to, to reinvent the wheel totally. But when you look at the numbers, we really don't have a very healthy country.
sir,
Pause.
going back
Exactly.
25
Yeah,
years.
no,
we
we
want to
don't.
make America healthy again. And those people that refuse to acknowledge this autism thing and the amount of vaccines, just look at the jump of vaccines that they recommend your children to get from 1987 to now.
Holy crap.
Okay,
man.
I mean it is almost as much of a jump from the IRS tax code from the 80s until
For
now.
real.
All right,
For real.
this
And
is
go,
Trump.
and go overseas in the military and see how many vaccines they have to give you.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
Well, even that I can wrap my mind around more than what they're doing to these kids. All right, this is Trump on January 6th. If you believe that Trump needs to pardon all January 6th
Every one of them.
political prisoners, comment yes or no in the chat right now. I better see it blow up. Hit that like button, hit that share button, because Daddy is home. Play it.
We're going to look at everything. We're going to look at individual
Everyone.
cases, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
First day.
I'm looking
You
for
can
first
issue
day.
these pardons.
I love how
These
they
people
just
have been
cover
there. How
her
long is it?
stupid
3 or
face
4
up this
years?
time.
Okay.
By the way, they've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place that shouldn't even be allowed to be open. We're going to look at everything. We're going to look
You
at
want to talk
individual
about
cases.
people? It reminds me of that scene in Armageddon when they get out. They'd be like, "Yeah, none of us want to pay
Wanna pay
taxes
again.
ever again,
Ever.
like forever. Like nobody wants to pay taxes ever again. Keep it going. If you believe that every single January 6th political prisoner should be freed on day one at 12:01 and 01 second." Complete pardon. Let them out of jail. They need to be dressed, ready to go, ready to walk out the door. Boom, with their
they need to be
iPhone
handing-
12 because they've been stuck in there since
Since
then.
then.
Every one of them needs to be let out the door.
And
Comment
they need to
yes
be
or no in the
handing
chat.
checks to them as they're walking out. Here you go.
Correct.
Absolutely,
Here you
absolutely,
go.
they should. I
Here
mean,
you go. Here you
Biden
go.
just freaking pardoned his son for all the crimes he did. Of course, these people should be pardoned. Absolutely, 100%.
Yep. All right, this is Trump on the Russia war. Let's play this. Here we go.
There are people being killed in that war at levels that nobody's ever seen before. You have to go back to the Second World War, and even that, if you take a look at, and you know what it is? It's the soldiers largely. The cities have been emptied out and demolished. The country has been demolished. If I won that election, which you know how I feel about it, I won't get into it because we don't need to start that argument. I think it's an easy argument. It was really proven even more conclusively by the win that I had on this one. But
you did
had
vote for it, sir. You did.
Well, that's your opinion, but I disagree with it. Had I assumed, kept control, number one, Israel wouldn't have happened. Number two, Ukraine would have never happened. It would have never happened, Ukraine, Russia. But the number of people that are being killed, soldiers, young, beautiful soldiers, hundreds of thousands of people are being killed. And, you know, it's very interesting. It's level, totally level. The battlefield's totally level. You know what's happening? Yeah. The only thing that stops a bullet, you know what it is a body, a human body. And the people that are being killed, hundreds of thousands on both sides. Russia's lost probably 500,000. Ukraine's lost higher than they say, probably 400,000. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of bodies laying all over fields. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, and it should have never been allowed to happen. Biden should have been able to stop it.
There you go. Yeah. So Trump is, and he put out a truth over the weekend that basically he was calling on Russia to end the war and all of these things. I don't really know if I agree with the body count, just being honest with you. I don't know if I agree with it. I think that I believe that that's what Russia is reporting. Mm-hmm. And he said, I believe Ukraine is higher than what they're reporting. I think Russia is saying, oh, we've lost 500,000 people to these traitors and these da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think it's a proxy war across the board. But either way, Trump wants to end it. The end. And that's the most important thing. And we're going to get into Syria here in a minute. Because while Trump is calling for peace across everywhere, he was in France for the Notre Dame church, cathedral, whatever, reopening after the just devastating fire a couple years ago. He was there for that. I'm pretty sure he broke Macron's hand in that handshake that he put him in. But while Trump is out there calling for peace, you'll see here in a minute that Joe Biden seems to be borderline hell-bent on starting war before Trump can even get into office, which leads us into our next sponsor, which is Birch Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that even though President Trump is going to lead us on the path in the right direction, just like any treatment, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And that's why I'm simply asking you to text the word Graham, that's Graham, to 989898 right now. They're going to call you, my friends at Birch, to give you a free 25-page information kit just to see if gold, silver, and precious metals might be right for you to protect your savings in an unstable economy and in a hostile world. Again, you always ask how you can support the show. This is how you can do it, by supporting the sponsors that support us. Again, free information is vital information, so I'm asking everyone, please text the word Graham to 989898 right now. And all right, let's get into the nuts and bolts of today's episode, which is this Syria World War III type stuff. This is where we remind you to hit that like button, hit that share button. This is a statement from Alex Jones. We're not going to play the 147-minute clip that this is. How long is the clip? I'm just curious. I want to know how right I was.
Live stream, so it's
still buffering. So it's been buffering the whole show.
Long.
All right, let's see. All right, Alex Jones says World War III has begun. This is something that Tucker Carlson also reported on. That people in Russia, high up military officials in Russia already believe that World War III, like we're in it. If you believe that World War III has begun, but America's just kind of got their head in the sand about it, comment yes or no in the comment section right now. It's kind of like the early days of Hitler, like, oh, these countries were fighting, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, this is what Tucker and all of them are saying, is that, hey, all these other countries are saying we're in World War III right now, but America is acting like we're not there. If you believe that America's already, or that the World War III has already started, comment yes or no. Alex Jones says World War III has begun. The globalists have decided to launch a massive destabilization campaign before Trump takes office in 42 days. Syria, Romania, Georgia have all been plunged into war and chaos as part of a larger plan. Alex Jones exposes live. It definitely feels like internationally things are getting wild before Trump can take office. Again, we've talked about how do you make Trump ineffective in the realm of fixing the economy, securing the border, fixing all of these things within, like the IRS, the FDA, the CIA, the FBI, all this, the DOJ. How do you stop him from being able to do that? You make him take office with World War III. That's how you do it. That's how you destabilize it. So over the weekend, this was basically what has happened in Syria. This is IDF shot down Assad's aircraft. Syrian Air SYR 9218 took a sharp turn before going off radar. Reports that it crashed. This is a huge deal, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to try to church this up. I mean, it's a huge escalation, 100%. And now there's even intel saying that the CIA actually was the one behind it. Update, CIA issues order to the CIA-backed terrorists in Syria to find and kill Assad publicly if possible and as many of his family members as they can find.
It's wild, man.
We've been telling everybody for a long time that we truly believe that our own government is behind this. And here you go. CIA, again, just screwing everything up across the border. All right. Here's a statement from Donald Trump. And this is interesting, the timing. This is where we remind you to hit that like button, hit that share button, because the timing of all these things couldn't have been more ironic. Donald Trump makes a statement first. Opposition fighters in Syria, in an unprecedented move, have totally taken over numerous cities in a highly coordinated offensive and are now on the outskirts of Damascus, obviously preparing to make a very big move towards taking out Assad. Russia, because they are so tied up in Ukraine with the loss there, over 600,000 soldiers, seems incapable of stopping this literal march through Syria, a country where they have protected for years. This is where former President Barack Obama refused to honor his commitment of protecting the red line in the sand, and all hell broke out with Russia stepping in. But now they are like possibly Assad himself being forced out, and it may actually be the best thing that can happen to them. There was never much of a benefit in Syria for Russia other than to make Obama look really stupid. In any event, Syria is a mess, but is not our friend.
Our friend.
And the United States should have nothing to do with it. This is not our fight. Let it play out. Do not get involved. There's, that Godzilla movie where he's like, let them fight. That's what we need to do.
Yep.
If you believe that this is not our fight and we should stay out of it, comment yes. Well, comment stay out of it in the chat, or not our fight, or whatever, because we need the chat to blow up. Because if you believe that this has nothing to do with the United States, there we go. Comment yes or no in the chat. If you believe this has nothing to do with America, comment yes or no in the chat. This is where you need to hit the like button, hit that share button, because watch this. The timing on all this stuff is insane. Stay out. We must stay out of this war. So Donald Trump is calling. Look at the chat. Go, 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 go. Blow up the chat right now. Donald Trump calls for peace. And then literally 2 hours later, here comes Biden making an announcement. Let's play it first. Here we go. 21 seconds.
With a new constitution, a new government that serves all Syrians. And this process will be determined by the Syrian people themselves. And the United States will do whatever we can to support them, including through humanitarian relief to help restore Syria after more than a decade of war and generations of brutality by the Assad family.
Pause. And now go to the tweet. So Trump says we need to stay out of it. It's not our fight. Back out of it a little bit. No. The one you were just on with Biden. My bad. The one you were just on with Biden. Back out of this. Look, here you go. Biden pledges to send aid to the new regime to rebuild Syria. So your tax dollars again to another country. Basically, this is the 4-step process. Number 1, create the problem. We know the CIA is behind all this. Number 2, offer the solution. We're going to go help. Number 3, launder money, i.e., taxes from you to support this thing while the elites get rich. 4, rinse, repeat over again every single freaking time.
This is what I've never understood with the whole, whether it be Bush, both Bushes, Obama, Biden now. Obviously, Trump always wanted to keep us out of war. But these guys always seem to do the same thing. They're always offering aid. They always want to go in there and try to rebuild. And it costs us billions upon billions of dollars, and we're over here paying for it like idiots.
Well, just look at...
Go ahead, Todd.
Look at history itself, man. I mean, just that particular region of the world. All right, let's take Afghanistan. You had the Russians going into Afghanistan in the 70s and 80s, okay? Nothing happened. They stayed the same. We went in there after 9/11. Look how Afghanistan is now. All right, it's the same. They hate each other. They're going to continue to kill each other. It's chaos and mayhem. It's always going to be that way. Iraq's the same way. Bush Sr. went in there in the 90s or Kuwait and messed some stuff up. That went back to the same. We went in, took out the leader, and it's still a crap hole. Let them kill each other. They've been doing it for thousands of years, and nothing's going to stop it. Just let them do it.
Not a single penny of our tax dollars.
None.
Need to go to fund this. And you know what's going to stop all that? By eliminating the IRS. You eliminate the IRS and you eliminate the government's ability to do this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Yep.
Like you want us to stay out of wars that have nothing to do with us? Abolish the IRS. Then you don't have this unchecked, just unlimited checkbook coming from the American people that you're stealing from to do and get into all these wars where you and your elite buddies profit off of it from the military-industrial complex.
You know,
abolish the IRS.
You know what would be great from now until Trump took office? If everybody just stopped working.
Everybody
just stopped working and just said, we're not funding this war, dude.
Dang thing until we need a flat tax, and then the absolute best thing would be a flat tax on purchases only. That's it.
Yeah, I'm
purchases
down for that.
Only.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flat tax on purchase only.
I'm good with that.
I got no problems with paying taxes on things that you buy, goods and services and things like that. Sure. But the fact that you tax our money and then you tax us again when we buy something, and then at the end of the year you tax us again, we're getting taxed at least 3 times. No.
And then you use taxes to pay the military and take taxes out of taxes. Like, dude, suck it.
Dude,
like,
exactly.
Man.
Not another dime. But don't let warmongering senators have a good potential bloodbath to waste. Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsey Graham wasted no time. If you think Lindsey Graham sucks, we want LGS in the comments section right now. His comms director watches this show and he hates my guts. I want to see Lindsey Graham sucks. That's LGS blowing up in the comments section right now. Rhino Warhawk, Lindsey Graham signals he wants the U.S. to stage a ground incursion into Syria, saying, quote, airstrikes are not enough.
Nuh-uh.
Go ahead. I want to see it. Blow it up.
Question.
Lindsey's comms director is watching right now. Go full screen on the chat. I want to blow it up right now. Go. LGS. Show these losers what we've done frozen. Here we go. Go. LGS. Hey, Lindsey's comm director. There you go. I hope you're watching this too. Drew McKissick, South Carolina GOP chairman. I hope you're watching too. You suck as well. Nobody likes you, Lindsey Graham. You're a warmongering neocon that needs to come out of the closet of your dark, demented insider trading for your war neocon buddies. And maybe the other reason too, at the end of the day, look, everybody hates you. LGS. Lindsey Graham sucks over and over and over again. How many times, ladies and gentlemen, are we simply going to allow Lindsey Graham to do this every single time this man hears about a possible war that we could get involved in, and he pops his head out of his shell like a little turtle that he is? And this is the type of crap that we have to stop. The end. This is also the man along with Joni Ernst leading the charge against Pete Hegseth.
What breaks my heart is
Look at it.
Look,
Jeez.
there's three of us here who are fathers, and Royce, you're young too. So I mean, it breaks my heart for you also that these lifelong politicians, the first thing they turn to is to war, to send our young men and women over there to go over there and fight their battles and potentially lose their lives. It's just heartbreaking.
I
man,
had no
honestly.
idea Lindsey Graham was never married and doesn't have children.
No.
That explains a lot right there. I mean,
I
really
told you,
explains
dude,
a lot.
Everything about him. Look, man, it's weird.
That's
okay?
strange.
Look, let's be honest here. I'm not even trying to be weird. I'm just trying to be honest. Look, that man is evil. Okay? He's evil, and there's something dark and demented inside that man, and he's part of the problem.
Wow.
Matt Gaetz had something to say about this, just a breakdown of what we're dealing with here across the board. Let's see. While Trump goes to Europe to make peace, Biden bombs Syria.
Yeah.
That's where we are. They are trying to eliminate Donald Trump from being able to fix America by ruining us on an international level before he can even get in office.
Man,
all right, let's go to a Trump flashback real quick. This is Trump back in his first administration. You can see by John Bolton and his lack of lip because of his mustache in the background there. Let's play this.
So Taliban is our enemy. ISIS is our enemy. We have an area that I brought up with our generals 4 or 5 weeks ago where Taliban is here, ISIS is here, and they're fighting each other. I said, why don't you let them fight? Why are we getting in the middle of it? I said, let them fight. They're both our enemies. Let them fight. Sir, we want to do it. They go in and they end up fighting both of them. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
For real.
I think I would have been a good general, but who knows? So Taliban,
Let 'em
Common
fight.
sense.
But
If it's not the
Win.
Sunnis, if it's not the Shiites, it's the Taliban, it's ISIS, it's somebody is going to there. Everybody's trying to get higher in the pecking order. Let them do it. Who cares?
LTF, let them fight.
fight.
If you believe
Good
that it is
Lord,
not our
man.
fight, we should let them do it. Comment LTF. Let them fight in the comment section. Real quick, Royce, can you go to amfest.com for me? I want to give a shout out
Yes.
to Turning Point USA. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to come and join the largest celebration in the nation. You need to go to amfest.com. That's AMFEST.com. You can click register now. Promo code GRAHAM. That's GRAHAM. It's going to save you some money. Come hang out with me and every major conservative you can imagine and go to amfest.com and sign up for the biggest party today. Again, that is AmFest, AMFEST. There's the speaker lineup. There you go. The biggest names in the conservative movement will be there, and I have a pretty good feeling that the 47th president of the United States is going to be there as well. Go to amfest.com, promo code Graham today. Come join the party. And now let's get into shocking news over the weekend. Jay-Z.
Is it
No,
shocking?
not shocking. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say
Is it shocking?
shocking.
I got to add like
Anticipated news.
I gotta,
Yes.
you know, okay, fine.
Anticipated.
Obvious news.
There you go.
There you go.
Jay-Z has been, for legal purposes, accused of raping a 13-year-old girl with P. Diddy more than 2 decades ago in a bombshell lawsuit. Now, all of the Beyonce supporting Kamala Harris, now it all makes
Perfect
sense.
sense.
Jay-Z was with the Diddler, doing Diddler things. Now, Jay-Z has responded, and we are going to read this for purposes of legal things. Let's just read the law, his response right there. This was here. Let's read this. Okay. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a, quote, lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor child should be locked away. Would you not agree? Jay-Z wrote this? I don't think Jay-Z wrote this. This must be his lawyer. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for the family. My wife and I will have to sit down. There's no way Jay-Z wrote this. Have to sit down our children, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and the human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that, quote, all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project. You're not a young man, but either way, we don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, quote, if not for the seriousness surrounding them to harm kids would be laughable. Okay, so that's Jay-Z's official statement. That's weird that he wrote a statement directly to the lawyer. That's weird, in my opinion. Normally someone wouldn't make a statement like that. I would say
very strange.
Yes, Tony.
I was gonna say, obviously, none of us know exactly what happened in those Diddy parties, but I did see an interview with Ice Cube, where Ice Cube said, and this is not exactly what he was saying, but he was like, there was a party going on a yacht, one of P. Diddy's yachts, and they were about to take off to go to one of his islands, and he's like, I got off like that because I know what goes on in those parties, and this is a thug life Ice Cube person who grew up in the streets of Compton, dude. He got off of that yacht.
Yeah, there's a difference, and what's his Snoop said the same thing about the yachts, and there's a difference between NWA, Death Row Records, Thug Life, and just straight nasty pedophilia. Like even inmates in prison, like they handle these people. So the worst of our society even know that these people are on a whole nother level of hell-bound sickness.
Here's the thing. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but it is time to release not only the Epstein list, but also the P. Diddy list.
For sure.
And the reason why is here's a bunch of photos to remember here. Let's blow these up just a little bit. P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and all these people. Look, here's Jay-Z with everybody. All right? Jay-Z with all these big people. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, all this stuff. Now keep going. Let's go to the next one here. The next photo. Now here you go. Here's P. Diddy with everybody.
That one in the middle right there.
Look, James, LeBron James. That's Barbara Streisand, Taylor Swift, Ellen DeGeneres. She just left the country. Beyonce, Ben Stiller, Oprah Winfrey. There's Madonna. There's Jay-Z. Bottom left, J-Lo, and Leo DiCaprio.
No, Leo's guilty.
All these people, man. I mean, look, I'm not going to say anything to get us sued, but what I'm going to say is this: why are you not releasing the list? Why? Why do we know more about Pete Hegseth than we do the Epstein list?
Yeah.
Because they thought they were going to win the election. That's why all those people. I mean, look at every single one of those people did a Harris rally at some point or said something publicly. Every single one of those people.
I'm not paying, even if they, I truly believe that at minimum we're going to a flat tax with the IRS, but I'm not paying a single tax until they release the Epstein and the Diddy list. I'm just not. Comment yes or no if you agree with that. Here is Tony Busby, the lawyer behind this lawsuit. Here's something he had to say. Let's read it here. Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. So, there you go. Things are not exactly how Jay-Z wants it to seem. It seems as though, according to, and again, the fact that this lawyer put this out on social media, I mean, he's not stupid. This stuff's going to go into court. So there's got to be some kind of truth to this stuff right here, that this person just wanted a confidential mediation.
I have a prediction. I think one of these high-power celebrities is going to cut a deal and say, you know, give me immunity, and I will let you guys know on some of the lowdown, and that celebrity is going to have let's say a heart attack or a car crash or something in that.
And his name is
thing.
Puff Daddy. Like, don't think for a second that Diddy
sorry.
ain't finna start singing like a bird. Like, I mean,
he
it's
hasn't
coming.
yet, so we'll see
It's
what
coming.
happens. Yeah.
I've heard that. I've heard reports that he is singing. That's what I've heard.
Think so?
He's on suicide watch. I've heard reports he's singing like a canary in a coal mine. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I believe that, I don't know, man, with Donald Trump and everybody coming in, if P. Diddy can stay alive past January 20th, I think a lot of these people are finna go down, dude. I really, truly believe something
I hope
big's
they
fixing
do.
to
I
happen.
hope they burn it to the ground.
Dude, can you imagine the police officer or the agent sitting there writing down all this stuff and recording? He's like, wait, who did that? Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my.
There's
goodness.
nothing
And
about
then-
Jay-Z that makes me go, no, he would never do that.
Then you take Epstein Island and turn it into like a orphanage of some
If you
kind
told
or
me
something
Chris
like
Pratt
that.
was at the Epstein Island, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, very.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
that makes
what I
sense.
think is going to come out is we're going to find out how connected those two things are. Epstein, you know, what
You're
happened
probably
with
right,
Diddy is just their kind of fallback from what Epstein was doing. Because these people are sick. They're not just going to stop, right, if they got away with it. So Epstein went away, and I think P. Diddy was their fallback, their plan B. And we're going to find out that it was all connected, one big circle. It was all the same people going in and out, setting it up, coordinating it. I don't think it's two separate deals. I think it's all the same thing, just headed by two different people.
I agree. We'll find out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for this episode today, Monday morning. This will be our last full week before the new year. So, you know, we're going to have 5 episodes this week. We're going to go till Friday. And then we're going to have some special, I think 2 special episodes for you guys next week. But yeah, I mean, it's coming to the close of another year. It's wild to think that. So do us a favor, make sure to hit that like button. Every single person watching this right now, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button. The more you do, the more people see the truth. Todd, pray us out today, and let's do super questions. Let's get out of here.
Father, we just thank you for a good weekend. Lord, I just ask that you be with us throughout the rest of the week, and especially into this month. Let us just take every single day as a reminder of what this month really means, and that is the birth of the Lord and Savior that was Jesus Christ. And let us just have a reminder every single day that Christ went to the cross, died in our place, to forgive us of our sins so we could spend an eternity in heaven with you. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do, and all God's people said.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's do super questions. Let's go.
Super chat time. Super Y. Is that what she says?
Super why?
Super why?
All right.
Here we go.
Ed Brown, 70. Before we annex anyone, make English the official language.
Oh, I agree.
Absolutely. I agree with that one.
100%.
Yep, I agree with that one. Concur. Texas Country Girl, no. If we absorb Mexico and Canada, then we are one more step closer to one world government.
Look, I've seen some people say that, like, that's part of the Great Reset. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know, man. I mean, okay, well, then freaking wouldn't that argument have been made when we made the Louisiana Purchase? And then when we acquired Alaska and Hawaii? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that at all. Like, some things are strategic for economy, for world dominance. I mean, at the same time, dude, I want America to be as strong and as powerful as possible. Again, it's just hypothetical. I don't know if it's really going to happen or not. But if Canada relies, I mean, President Trump is right. I wasn't aware of that. If Canada relies on subsidizing $100 billion a year from America to be able to survive, then why the crap is it its own country? That doesn't make any sense
That
whatsoever.
sounds like a them problem.
I don't think it's about.
And I didn't know that. Like, I'm just being honest. I was not aware of that. The fact that if we impose a 25% tariff tax, it's going to kill Canada, then they can't stand on their own, and it should be its own country. Like, it's as simple as that.
The reasoning behind all of this talk is not for world domination. Trump has, I think, no interest in going to conquer Russia or China or France or any of these smaller countries. It's about, our neighboring countries that are falling apart themselves and then hurting us, in the aftermath. It's about taking care of that. It's the countries that are connected directly to us that can't survive on their own without us. Why are we helping them?
Yeah,
Russia
why are
does
we
not need
allowing
our
them?
help.
Why are we allowing them to be their own country when they're only able to be a country because we're funding them to be a country? That doesn't make any sense. No, fine. You can still be Canada, but you'll be the state Canada. Like, you can keep your little maple
I think we
flag.
need to change their name.
No, I don't know. I don't.
Western Canada and
Canada
Eastern
Canada
Canada.
has fun culture, with all the maple leaves and stuff. I think it's their thing.
You got Canada and West Canada. Like, we got Virginia and West Virginia.
Yeah.
There you go. You break it up just like Virginia. Virginia used to be one big thing. And they're like, you know what? West Virginia is more hill people than you guys in Richmond and all this stuff. Cut us in half. It will be West Virginia and Virginia. So you got Canada and West Canada. Yep. Boom.
I like it.
Right next to Alaska.
I like it.
Next.
Joshua French with Canada turned the territories into states, same with Mexico, so we would end up with 60 states total.
There you go. Let's good even number. I like it. Go from 50 to 60. I like it.
Not bad. Not bad. Kiloho. Better to get Canada now than wait for someone else to invade and take over to get to
That's
us.
what I said.
That's
France,
what we're trying to say.
Man.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
France was looking into that. So,
Canada is weak. I don't think it'd be very hard for any other country without our help.
They don't have a
protecting
military.
them.
Like, their
You
military.
go
Canada
into
alone
Canada.
is weak.
You go into Canada. They're like, don't hurt us, eh? Don't hurt us.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't have guns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Striker J, they want Trump to concede the 2020 election so they can't prove Biden lost, so that his pardons stay. If he lost 2020, his pardons are void. That's the only reason I care. Posted this last night.
Is
That's
that
a good
true?
thought.
If Trump goes into
Striker
office
J.
and proves that 2020 was fraud, does the Hunter Biden pardon go away?
I think it makes it up for debate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's a good concept.
I mean, the dude's going to eventually get arrested for coke anyway. We'll be fine. Zippy Doon
Biden will
Frankie.
be dead in a year. It won't matter.
Zippy Doon Frankie. Trump wearing his golden tie often. Welcome to the golden era, folks. The best is yet to come.
I
Winning.
noticed that.
Yep. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a sharp tie. You look.
Yep.
He's been wearing it. He wore it all in Europe and stuff. He's been wearing
Yep.
it all over.
Yep.
The
I've noticed that
golden
too.
tie.
Caitlin Butler, DeSater. Love y'all. Been missing y'all in the morning. Had a lot going on. Plum, 9 weeks pregnant. Please keep me in your prayers as I go through this journey.
Hey,
Say, Lily, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Happy baby. Happy baby.
Yep.
J&J _ specialized _ transport. I believe there will be a logistical nightmare with taking Canada from their transportation weights to math. It's all different. That is true. They do use kilograms.
Oh,
But, I
come
mean,
on.
They switch over, bro.
Yeah.
That's,
I was-
switch over.
that. You really think, I mean, Jesse Waters pointed out, like, Canadians are smarter than us. Their education system's better. You really think they don't know our scale, like Fahrenheit and all that other kind of stuff? Like, no. Like, we're the ones that if you switched us over to that,
We're
we'd be like,
screwed.
what?
Yeah.
Like, what
I
does
still
kilometers mean? We
I
don't know
still
what
have
that
to
means.
Google how many ounces are in a gallon.
You know, look, America's the greatest country in the world, but we're a bunch of rednecks, all
That's
right?
a
And so, I
fact.
mean, we would be the ones that'd be like, what? So, no, I think it'd be better. All right, here we go. People.
NZAB09. Guess the Tide was out this weekend while the Ducks and Dogs won their way in. Go Dogs. Does Bama Coates survive his second season, or is he axed? He'll be fine.
He's 9-3 his first year, man.
Go
Be
Ducks.
fine.
9-3 his
Shut up,
first
Tony.
year. Nick Saban was 6-6.
That's
Let's
a
just
fact.
remember that his first year, 6
Yeah,
and
Nick,
6.
Nick Saban didn't have a bunch of 5 stars either. Miss
All
Lovegood, the old concept of WW died with the rise of social networks. You don't need to bomb Dresden or Pearl Harbor when you have TikTok, cyber attacks, and advanced psychological warfare. That's a true statement. That is a true statement. You can radicalize a whole group of people with one
Correct.
post.
I'm going to start a cult and just be done with it.
Yeah, amen.
Next.
Tarzan Cowboy. If we have enough to send to other countries, then we are being taxed too much.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Was it
Amen to that.
$988 million more dollars going to freaking Ukraine?
You end
billion
all this
going to
crap
Africa?
if you
Yeah.
abolish the IRS. You abolish the IRS, there's no more of this junk.
Let's go Doge.
Yeah.
Alicia Victoria, did you guys hear about a Christian school shooting in California in the name of Palestine? 2 little boys, Roman and Elias, are in critical condition and happened last week. Killer unalived himself. Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, I did too.
It's
We're
pitiful.
praying for
These
their
evil
families.
pieces of
Absolutely. We're trying our
garbage.
best not to give
horrible
attention
news
to
every
these
day.
people.
Yeah. Striker J, that's why Shayna, and Russia have not attacked the USA.
He
They
had
are-
to have meant Syria.
Yeah, Syria and Russia have not attacked the USA. They are waiting for our civil war, so we'll kill each other, and it is less people for them to fight with. Simple logic, let them kill each other. There'll never be a civil war here. They don't want none.
Let them fight. That's what I'm saying. Let them fight.
Yeah. Lucky Sevens hockey. Finally get to listen to a live show. Hope to watch more. Thank you guys for bringing us the news we need and we want to hear. Welcome. Cool. It's pretty awesome. Glad you got to check us live. Striker J. Trump always says he is not going to do revenge. He doesn't need to. The Diddy list and the Epstein list will handle everything for him. I believe Diddy is under Trump protection.
Yeah, release the list.
Both of them.
If you release the list, it's going to handle all this crap on its own. Just
100%.
release the list.
Constantine, I hope Trump is hiding his cards. He better put a lot of crooks in prison or nothing else he does will matter past 4 years. Until there are consequences, corruption won't stop.
Correct. Correct.
RMH 731.
Oh, crap. I forgot. Yeah.
I was looking for, I was honestly thought about that too this
I
morning. I was
forgot.
looking for that
Bam!
extra special Royce intro
I missed
that
it.
was
What-
supposed to
what
come
were you guys
today.
supposed to do today?
I was supposed to come up with like this
Like a-
ode to Royce, like intro, because he doesn't like his
Intro.
intro.
He doesn't
and I
like his
just-
intro.
It was a long weekend, guys. Long weekend.
Royce, you have an awesome intro, dude. When you come in looking like Eminem, man, you look.
No, not that, not that. He gives you
He
this
wants
whole
a
spiel,
Tony intro.
and then he goes, Producer Royce, and he goes to me, and he goes, everyone's favorite redneck. So it's like, I'm like left in the dust over here, bro.
I said he has
Royce has beard, and then you go
Have
to
no
me.
fear, producer Royce is here.
Oh, man.
You get 3 rhymes. All right, next.
Right. Yeah, I am getting 3 rhymes, right? You'd be thankful.
CAB. Annexing Canada, Mexico is a no. Gives Dems an argument for D.C. and Puerto Rico.
Not D.C. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because Canada and Mexico, especially Canada Canada has a setup like we have for D.C. on a federal level, but we in every single state have a replica of the D.C. federal model. We have a state capitol, we have a state house, a state senate, and the governor is the final say-so on it. So you make Canada a state, boom, they've got Trudeau right now as the governor. They've got a house, they've got a senate, and it moves through. So no, that's not
it
exactly
switches over
true.
pretty fluidly.
Yeah, they have
pretty
very
easy.
similar government setups to ours that would adopt basically the state side of it and things like that. DC
A lot of people would
doesn't-
lose health care, basically.
Yeah,
That's all that
DC doesn't
happens.
have that. Like you have the House and the Senate in DC, but that's the federal thing. They can't just be like, okay, this is state now. They can't do that. So no, DC doesn't have that same argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then no, unlike Puerto Rico, I would not make it a territory as opposed to a state.
J&J _ specialized transport hours of service are different as well.
I don't know what that means.
I guess Canada's hours of service are different, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Striker J, well, I mean, that's not going to change, you know. Regards to the metric, like with language, you know what they say. If you know 3 languages, you're trilingual. If you know 2 languages, you're bilingual. If you know 1 language, you're American. That's right.
Exactly.
It's true. I know 1. That's it. Tony's bilingual.
What does that make Tony?
Bilingual.
Yeah, but he's
It
still
makes me
American.
awesome because I know more than you guys.
That's true.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
No mas.
That's all we got for this episode today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that share button. We'll see you all again tomorrow. Tony, say goodbye.
Hasta mañana, everybody.
Royce.
Goodbye. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Todd.
Love you, miss you, mean it.
And as always, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.